Hello everyone, welcome back to X4 Foundations. Now today is normally supposed to be a Farnham's Legacy upload day, but I've hit a bit of a wall in my Farnham's Legacy. I'm at the point where I can't afford to continue on with the stories, and so I need to take a break and do some grinding off camera, basically make some money so I can afford to start supplying the microchips and the crystals that the next story wants. On the other hand, I already have an X3 series going, and I really don't want to have more of the same footage, too much of the same footage going, especially since you guys have seen me like how I go about making money in X3 Reunion, X3 Terran Conflict, so I don't want to do a lot of that for Farmers Legacy. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break for that while I go through and upload. While I go through and get some money up so I can continue with that story, and the next time we'll have the episode, hopefully it'll be relatively soon, after once I figure out how I want to start going about making money in Farnham's Legacy, and so I can continue on with the story and we'll play through that way. Meanwhile, in X4 news, the 4.1 beta patches went live, and the 4.1 beta patch, well, it hasn't been included yet, it hasn't in yet, but there's going to be two major features in the beta patch. One, which I'll show, but I'm probably not going to play with, is the custom game starts, where there's going to be a little, where you can kind of set up your own little scenarios while still keeping your game vanilla. The second feature is going to be the return of the ventures, which are now the multi-universe something. It's basically, it's a asynchronous semi-multiplayer kind of thing where you can, it's basically the same idea of your old ventures where you'd send off ships into the multiverse and they do little tasks there. It's going to be the same idea as that, except now we're actually going to be able to interact with other players rather than just have one of their ships appear and whatever we do to that ship in our save doesn't impact them. So that's coming too. So I figure in preparation for that I should get a new save going, one ready to become my multiplayer save. So we're going to do that. We are going to go into the new game, and we are going to do a Terran Cadet game start, because my last playthrough was the Project Genesis game start, and I did that off camera just to get the alternate Yaki story, and I kind of blitzed through it, rushed, and then it was a bunch of grinding down Xenon stations until I could get the a heart for Yaki achievement. So I've got that. I'm going to keep the save just in case the custom game start thing doesn't register it. And to put this game through, we're going to do Terran Cadet.
In the aftermath of the escalating tensions between the United Space Command and the Commonwealth, culminating in the destruction of the Taurus Eternal, the people of the solar system welcomed the seclusion the jump gate shutdown brought with it. In isolation, they prospered and soon began to heal, putting the traumatic events of the past behind themselves. After an initial period of instability, the USC government was restructured, and out of the wreckage of the old, the Terran Protectorate was born. Now, having re-established contact with the Gate Network, we, the Protectorate, are the shield valiantly standing between its inhabitants and the Xenon menace. The other factions may not recognize us as Supreme Protectors just yet. They will. So,
actually, let's just start this up and go through the little introduction.
Ever since I can remember, I have dreamt of seeing Earth, humble origin of our species, up close. Since I was born on a trading vessel in the far orbit around Titan, the core of the solar system remains, according to Protectorate policy, beyond my reach. That is, until I have made a name for myself. Having recently graduated from cadet school, I aim to do just that.
So let's see what our first task is, because the Terran starts have a little introduction story, so we'll see what this is about. Oh, the important thing. Okay, now we're going to get a loading screen. I have a funny feeling. In that case, that'll be the opportunity to talk about my little rules for this. Alright, there we go. So, my idea for this playthrough is I'm going to be going around creating as much chaos in the community of planets, as I can, basically. I'm going to, in like the Paradise story, I'm going to side with Duke and create the third faction, escalating the war, more factions. When it comes to the Zyre story, I'm going to weaken the Zyre patriarchy and create curbs, just more factions, and I'm also going to like eventually separate the Argon and the Antigone guys apart, probably after doing some terraforming for them, just so that Antigone can stand on its own, because I really don't want Antigone to get swallowed up by Holy Order. But that's basically my idea, and for ship-wise, I'm going to be a Terran exclusive. Almost Terran. There's going to be a Terran exclusive with an asterisk there. Any ships I pirate or liberate or find, I will, or given, I will use those ships and give them, like, if they're short on equipment, I'll give them some Terran equipment. But I'm just going to just use whatever I find, and I am actually going to do a bit of a, basically more focus, especially since the rumors are the next DLC is going to be piracy focused. My playthrough is this playthrough is probably going to be more pirate focused as well when it comes to the Community of Planets, because I definitely want to go throughout and create chaos. So that's basically my little idea for this playthrough. It's going to be a little bit more exciting than previous games, a little bit more action-packed, especially once I start boarding. I do want to get a couple minutes. I like Minotaur Raiders for boarding ops as well as Cobras, so I'm going to see if I can pirate myself some of those. When it comes to the Yaki, before I go after them, I want to save enough money so I can buy the blueprints for their unique goods at least. Like there's two ships they offer, because I do plan on destroying the Yaki, just because this is a Terran loyalist playthrough. So my goal, basically my idea is Terran loyalists, threats to Earth go away, but I want to weaken the other races so that they will eventually decide to seek protection under the Protectorate, basically becoming vassal states. This is the idea.
Tell me again why we're stuck with maintenance duty in Mars of all places.
Satellite. Autopilot engaged.
As if anyone's gonna attack our backyard.
Autopilot
This one's fine. Go check that satellite over there. I'll just head over this way.
Autopilot engaged. Empty space.
Seriously, we're already 3 months out of cadet school and they still fob us off with housekeeping jobs. We should be out there with intervention, saving the universe. Wait, that one's missing. Why is it? Mission Command says to just deploy a new one. See? They don't even care.
Autopilot engaged.
It's as if they're keeping us away from the fight on purpose.
Trained pilots are among the most vital resources of the Terran Protectorate. Terran aces are known to decimate entire squadrons of adversaries through superior maneuvers. You, by contrast, have none of these qualities.
Gee, thanks, Nellie. Diagnostics are taking a tad long on this one. You go on ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Man, that guy's ship does not like him.
Engaged.
I guess we're supposed to show off our superior maneuvers to these useless tin cans.
Feedback forwarded.
Oh no!
Autopilot.
Poor Cinnamon. That almost sounded like Cinnamon. I've been watching. I just recently rewatched this for so. Whoop.
You'll have to get out of your ship and repair it manually.
Ukri.
Yeah, that one's completely trashed. And it looks like it's been that way for...
13 Earth days, 22 Earth hours, 9...
Damn! Just goes to show that nobody cares about this place.
Docking granted.
Mayday! Mayday! We have a critical engine failure in Mars sector. Botany Club. Dead in the void. I repeat.
Botany Club.
A distress signal! Mission Command, we have a civilian ship signaling distress from the outskirts of the sector. Apparently they're having some sort of emergency. Engine failure. permission to investigate.
Mars doesn't do accidents, Cadet. Permission granted. Proceed with caution.
Haha, finally some action. Let's put our maintenance skills to good use for once, huh?
Empty space.
Now, how did that long-range scan work again?
You know, I forgot I actually talked about the 4.1 patch.
Don't worry, citizens. The cavalry's here.
Did he just say that?
Autopilot disengaged.
Does that mean that's...
Whoa, Xenon! Break formation! Seriously, what the? Since when does Xenon send out fake distress signals? Nelly, analysis.
Classification: high-tech trader. Crew: deceased. Cargo: classified. Reconstructing events. Processing. 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 Permission has been denied. Investigation terminated.
That's quite enough. Our specialists will take over from here. And you, cadets, will hear from me shortly. Dismissed.
Suffer through the debriefing. Nice.
Did we break some sort of protocol? I'm not seeing any reprimands in my profile. Well, at least that maintenance task has been cleared, eh? So, I guess we're officially on recovery? Let's find something else to do until Mission Command comes back to haunt us. I'll stick with you.
What's that? Okay, it's just a nameless ship. So let us do some exploring.
Autopilot engaged.
So anyways, the 4.1 patch just came out a little while ago, I think last week sometime.
So, let's summarize. Someone or something raided that trading vessel for highly classified high-tech goods. They knew the trade route in the outer reaches of our stronghold sector and took out nearby satellites to let the distress signal run aground. And on top of that, Xenon scouts are still drawn to the wreckage days after the incident. Something's brewing.
And so I decided to, with 4.1 patch out, I decided to take, normally I don't usually play the beta patches, but in preparation for the Return of the Ventures, I did want to make it so I could start taking advantage of the systems, like the mining improvements, well, fixes, and situations like that. So I decided to make an exception to my normal anti-beta patch and just actually play this beta, and if I find any bugs, reporting them like I'm a good little beta tester. And I do suggest that anyone who plays the beta actually do their part. If they find a bug, report it. That's what you're supposed to be doing when you enter the beta patch. It's not just early access to the patch. You're supposed to be contributing. And like I also even backed up my saves like a little good citizen, and I'm going to regularly back up my saves. Not like a little good citizen, a good little beta tester. Anyone who doesn't do that, well, shame on you. I should turn off guidance for that. I don't have a pilot for this ship, and I think I can afford one, actually. So let's go find pilot. I'll do that off camera. Finding pilots does not make for interesting footage.
Accelerator. Asteroid belt. Bolo. Orbital defense station.
Actually, what is my rep with the Terrans right now? Terran Protectorate +5, Sagaris plus... Oh, Sagaris +5, Terran Protectorate +10. So I do not have access to Earth and the Moon, but I have access to Mars, Mercury, and Venus. That's not bad. There's just a big declare war button. Let's not press that while we're deep in Terran space with a single fighter.
Ukri.
So where's Cinnamon? In the Velvet Thunder is what he calls his ship. I'm kind of tempted to name my fighter Velvet Shredder just to make fun of him. You know what? I'm doing that. Ship information. The Velvet Shredder. Yes, it sounds like we've been this guy's partner for a while now, so... What is that dot over there? Is that a station? Or is that something on Mars? Oh, that's something on Mars. Yeah, because it's moving in relation with the little crater here. So yeah, we can't. I was about to try to fly there, but that would be a bad idea. That'd just get us killed. So one thing I've been tempted to do, this is something I plan for the distant future when I have time to stream rather than just recording sessions like I currently do, is I do want to try and fly around a couple planets and stars in X4 just to do it, not for any particular reason. So we don't have access to the moon, right? That's what we don't have access to, right? Yeah. So we can go to Venus. Now I wonder if they want us to take a mission before the next story or little story thing will trigger or not. Man, these sectors are big. Oh, right. Let's do that next. Fire information. Empire. Let's switch the logo. Back to mine. Name. Africa Luigi. Organization. Curly Industries.
Illegal wares of... Thief! Stop!
Maintenance vessel.
Okay, that criminal's a long ways out, so I'm wondering why that triggered. Oh. Let's chase a criminal. Let's get our rep up. There we go. Anyways, next sector.
Docking granted.
I don't want to dock you stupid station.
Accelerator. Venus. Autopilot engaged.
I like the asymmetry on this ship, to be honest. Nice little touch.
Thanks for your help.
They paid us 500 credits.
Gladius.
Hey,
No. We have a new mission. Defenders of Sol. Is that a war mission? Oh no, this is the story. Okay. So do you have what it takes to step forward? Let's do it. And I'll read the mission.
Disengage.
I figured you two would jump at this opportunity. Do not disappoint me.
Ma'am, understood.
Autopilot. Engage.
Okay, so let's read that mission briefing again. Well, let's read it for the first time. Do you have what it takes to step forward and rise up to defend our pristine system, and by extension the entirety of the Gate Network? Are you ready to join the esteemed ranks of the Terran heroes of old and stop the Xenon menace dead in its tracks? Then High Command needs you to take part in Sol's new outreach program and assist the Sol-born militia in one of their legendary, daring operations. Please find the attached rally point coordinates. That was, bit more dramatic than actually, that's probably just as dramatic as they wanted. That was very propaganda-ish there. I wonder why I was taking so long, and I realized we're not flying a katana right now. This thing's kind of slow. So I think that's how far I'll progress in the Yaki story. That's what I was trying to remember. It's the Yaki story that gives you a katana. Although, well, actually, I wonder if, I just realized, one of the features in 4.0 is the hazardous regions now.
Autopilot. Disengage. Autopilot. Engage.
Hazardous regions now work out of sector, so I wonder if that drill that spawns unclaimed was moved or not. I forgot to check that before I started the playthrough. So we might be able to get a free mining ship. If not, we'll have to do some missions and save up for it.
Gladius.
Hey,
Okay. But I like how it says return to HQ when we don't have an HQ yet. Why am I slowing down? Oh no, I accelerated a little. Okay. Is he capping my top speed? I think he is.
Accelerator. Asteroid belt.
If I turn off the autopilot, what happens? Oh yeah, we definitely accelerated a little without using the autopilot. And now he's going to start falling back because he's drifting back and forth. Am I right?
Gladius.
Yeah, he's definitely losing ground on us now. Ah, his ship is slower than ours. Look at that. I wonder if his ship has some modifications on it. So what's going on there?
Terran security to Talani vessel, you are approaching Terran restricted space. Please divert your course.
This is Talani Trader Lucrative Investments to Terran Patrol. We are looking for mutual opportunities to make profits.
We are not interested. We insist that you divert your course.
But we can surely achieve mutual benefit from...
Negative. We demand that you change course immediately.
Maybe we can persuade you with valuable information about...
We order you to change your course immediately, or we will be obliged to take measures to protect the safety and security of this system.
Okay. Changing course. The unrealized profits from this unfortunate loss of opportunity are split equally between each of us.
Autopilot.
What is that
engaged.
message I just got? Oh, we got the Terran war offer now. Okay, that's good to know. Let's head over and continue. They're just going to jump straight into Soulborn, aren't they? So I wonder when we get diverted over to... So let's see, what are the objectives for this mission? Mining... So, yeah, this is the jumping straight in. That's going to be an interesting mission to take in a fighter craft. Because I think I had slight issues with it in a Corvette. Like the I had problems with it in my Dragon, and I think it was a bit easier in the Katana. Can't recall. So we'll see how this goes then, because this is going to be a interesting mission.
Katana.
So I wonder how we start the HQ plot, because I think the story branches off at some point. I saw a flowchart for the stories a little while ago. And I think this story from the Cadet branches into the Pioneers one. Alright, we've arrived.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Oh, they want us to dock.
So this is the whole Soulborn militia business that's been all over the news. Some say it's because of increased Xenon activity. Others that it's some sort of publicity stunt. Or even a political power play against the Intervention Corps. Well, I'm not one to complain. Not this time, anyway. Whatever gets us in High Command's good books, eh?
Militia, squadrons, and foreign auxiliaries. Those of you who were not lucky enough to be born on Terran soil, let me hereby welcome you formally into the ranks of the first and last defenders of the gates. And to those who are Soulborn, or even Earthborn, to resist the temptation of heroism and put the defense of our sanctuary first is a sign of providence and true courage. By coming here, you have already made Earth proud. Captain, the ball is in your court.
Much obliged. This is Captain Nowak Leeds to the military supply transport Silverback. Another welcome from me and my crew, and glad to see the militia is keeping its promises. All squadrons, prepare for liftoff.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, I can't, I don't have time to do that mission. And now we wait, basically. Oh, we're on the Silverback, and I think he wants to... I think the Silverback's going to be heading its way to the,
Dock.
Please halt. We will be scanning your inventory.
Don't think I have anything... No. Oh, I like the engine, the look of the engine on this ship. So
Please halt. We will be scanning your inventory.
I think they're having problems scanning my inventory. That's good. That's
All
good.
clear.
Oh,
You
there
can
we
be
go.
on your way.
So that's going to be the end of this episode. I am going to take a quick break while this ship goes through the jump gate, because it's going to take a while for that. And in the meantime, while I'm also going to go find a pilot for
You're
my ship.
clean. Move along.
Docking granted.
There we go. So I'll see you guys in the next episode where we will have a pilot for the Velvet Shredder. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Well, I'm going to wander out. I'm probably just... Yeah. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.